So over the years on the internet, we've seen multiple people go viral from just doing little things on the internet or even daytime television. Because of the internet, we now live in a time period where people's lives can completely change overnight. And very quick rises to fame like this could either be very short-lived or it could turn into an actual career that will build you and your family generational wealth. We've seen this before with people like the Catch Me Outside girl, but now we have a brand new competitor.
Huck to and spit on that thing.
And some of you may have never seen or heard of this girl or don't really know why she has a platform now to begin with. And that's exactly what we're here to talk about. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Tribe House with the biggest triber. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join the Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with all of that being said, let's get into how one TikTok completely changed this girl's life. Okay, so Haliey Welch, also known as the Tuah Girl. Oh wait, okay, I'm never doing that again. But anyways, Haliey is a 21-year-old girl from a small town in Tennessee named Belfast. Apparently it's like a super small town with a population of only 788 people. With the amount of success that she literally attained overnight, she probably became like the Casanat of this area overnight. And this will all stem from a night out in Broadway, Tennessee, where she would attend the CMA Music Festival. It's basically a yearly country music festival that takes place for 4 days down in Nashville, Tennessee. But her entire life would change the night that she left this country music fest, and she would end up getting interviewed by YouTubers named timanddeetv. And the type of content that timanddeetv does on their YouTube channel is all public interviews, and they've actually been doing this for about a year now, so this was nothing out of the ordinary for them. But the night they chose to interview Haliey, not only would Haliey's life completely change, but so would timanddeetv's, because this interview went completely viral. It's currently the most popular video on their YouTube channel by a long shot, and this isn't even including platforms like Instagram, in which they uploaded over 2 different Instagram reels of Haliey, and both of them total over 15 million views. And timanddeetv would gain over 17,000 subscribers on YouTube in the last 30 days just from this interview alone, which I personally don't think was that funny or crazy. But if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen it, heard nothing about it, and have no idea about what I'm talking about, then here it is.
How do you get over a breakup right now?
The only way to get over one is get under another.
Leave a message to your last body.
I love you, Pookie, forever.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to and spit on that thing. You get me?
Because this video started going viral literally overnight, not many people would know anything about this girl at all, because like I said, she's literally from the middle of nowhere, and this would lead to a lot of lies getting spread and just a lot of rumors that weren't true. Like a lot of reports were being made saying that she got fired from her job of being a preschool teacher, which literally wasn't true at all. She was not a preschool teacher and she did not get fired from her job. She would reveal in a recent interview that she actually worked at a spring factory in Tennessee, and no, she didn't get fired from this job at all. She actually ended up quitting when this entire thing went viral, because now she's banking on a career in social media.
Wait, what were you doing for your job?
I worked in a spring factory. I'm not a school teacher.
That was my next question, because
Or
everyone said that
bartender.
you were a teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old enough to be a teacher.
was like,
But
you're
I don't
kinda-
quit my job. I said peace.
So now is like you're gonna go to LA, you're gonna go to New York.
Oh yeah.
And this isn't anything unusual at all, because a lot of times in recent history, we've seen people go viral for little things on the internet, and they'll try to chase this social media clout. And it does work for some people, like the Catch Me Outside girl, who blew up when she was like 15 off of like disrespecting her mom or something like that on Dr. Phil. And now she's a multi-millionaire.
Catch me outside, how about that?
But we've also seen things like this not work out at all with people like the yodeling kid from Walmart, who apparently ended up working in like a Subway. Not that there's anything wrong with working in a Subway. I'm just saying that like his internet viral, you know what I mean. But I think he's back making music now, so good for him. But the point is, with overnight success stories like this, it can either work out extremely well for some people or extremely bad for others. And her first step to sustaining this whole hot tour thing and making the most money that she possibly can off it was probably the best step she could take, because she would end up doing a merch release of hats, and the regular version of these hats were $32.78. And according to an interview with Rolling Stone, they've sold over 2,000 of these hats, as well as selling out of the $50 autograph version of these hats. And to do some quick pocket watching, that means that she's made at least $65,000 just off of hats alone already. And honestly, this is probably more than her yearly salary was working at that spring factory in Tennessee. And there was even reports of her being in talks with like a Hollywood talent agency, but that was reportedly fake as well. But even though the rumors about her signing with a talent agency was completely false, false and fake, she does have a manager and a complete management team who's helping coast her through all of this fame. And when asked what she wanted to do next, she revealed that she's planning to do a show and just continue doing podcasts and interviews.
Do you think you see yourself like starting your own type of like show or podcast, or are you just going to be like an internet personality?
I think we're gonna do like a show, and then we're just gonna be like on a bunch of podcasts and everything else in between.
Cool. So kind of just figuring out as you go.
Oh yeah, there's more to come. Don't worry. There's more to come.
Like, she has the
And a snippet of her show would just recently drop on the internet, and it would end up putting the entire internet in an uproar. Now, me personally, I don't know if I would go this far that fast, like making an entire show and things like that. But I mean, at least she's trying to do something, because most times when people end up blowing up from something like this, they just try to instantly go to making music, and most of the times it just doesn't work out at all. But she's been getting a lot of recognition recently, and she would even end up being on stage with platinum country artist Zach Bryan, and he's literally like one of the biggest country artists that there is. So that alone should tell you how popular she's becoming. In fact, her management team even refers to her as America's sweetheart. Now, whether she's your America's sweetheart, whether you hate her, whether you love her, whatever the case may be with you and this hot Tuah girl, is no denying the fact that she went completely viral on the internet, and she has everyone in the world interested in this entire hot Tuah thing. Like, it's actually crazy how viral this whole thing is going. Like, rappers are already starting to put it in songs.
If she don't huck to her, I don't talk to her. I'm a box muncher and a twat to her. Prettiest chick inside the flock, I'll probably flock to her. And being in a chicken's mouth every day like cock-a-doodle.
Now, I didn't say good rappers were putting it in songs, nor did I say the songs were good at all. But people are starting to use it as song lyrics, and once that happens, that's how you know something is going viral. But it wouldn't end there. People are even making all types of unofficial merch and things like that with hot Tuah and everything like that on it.
There's one more thing that's really pissing me off. Any of you selling or purchasing merchandise online, it's not from me. It's not approved by me, and it's counterfeit, and I'm not making a damn dime off of any of it. But I just hired a manager, and I hired an attorney, so we're coming for you.
She actually should probably get this copyrighted or trademarked or something, so she can make the most amount of money she can before it's too late. Like, it's actually kind of bad, because I was even at 7-Eleven the other day getting my daily quarter-pound Big Bite, and there was like a family in line behind me, and their kids were saying like the entire like hot Tuah thing, because they were saying they seen it on TikTok, and the mom was literally just begging them to stop saying it. It was like really hilarious to me in the moment, because like that's how big it's gotten. Like, it's one of those things where people are seeing it, they don't even know the context of it, they don't know what it means, it's just becoming that popular. But as we all know, when you start getting a career on the internet, even though you do receive a lot of love and a lot of hate, there's also an entire community of complete weirdos on the internet who can end up making your life a whole lot more weird. Now, Haliey would mention in her very first interview that she didn't have social media for the last 6 months. So when this entire thing blew up, it completely shocked her, and she would even get on the internet and see people were making fake accounts of her, and this is what she had to say about that.
And then they started spelling my name wrong and making like accounts of me, which they got pictures off all my friends' like social medias and stuff like that, and which it's kind of creepy. Seeing your face on another account that don't belong to you, you're like.
And along with people making fake pages of her and things like that, there's also been a lot of weirdos saying that she should start like a OF and things like that, which is just completely crazy. I'm actually hoping she does not take that career path. That's like complete last resort. Like, try picking up a guitar before you do that, please. But if that's not weird enough for you, according to her management team, someone even reached out and offered $600 for her to spit into a jar.
So the guy that does my hats, he got offered $600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting.
Now, like I said, with gaining a career on the internet, you can receive a lot of love, a lot of hate, and then there's just completely weird and sick people like that. And I promise it wasn't me that put in that request. But we don't really know what's next for this hot Tuah girl outside of the show and the podcasting and everything like that. There's about 5 months left in this year, so who knows what the rest of 2024 is going to have in store for her. And she's probably like loving this fame, or she could be hating it. You never know. Some people really don't like being like quote unquote famous. But with whatever her emotions are while she's going through all of this, I hope she's in a good mental space and staying positive, even with all of the hate and weird comments she's probably been receiving. And as long as she stays in her lane and doesn't try to do anything too crazy, I think suspect that she'll be around for a good while because she does seem to have a good personality. So we'll see what ends up happening with this Tuah Girl. That's just my personal opinion on this entire thing. But you guys know that the only opinion that I really care about is y'all. So be sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think about this entire situation. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 2,000 subscribers. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback to me. As always, I appreciate all of the love and support. And I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.